Greetings YouTube, DJ Bonebreaker coming at you for yet another Fallout 4 mod build. This time we're doing something a bit different than usual because this particular settlement is one of the 15 that are added by Mods 1984's Settlemods Collection. Specifically, this is the Natick Power Station, which is an unmarked location near the western edge of the map, just north of the glowing sea in the vanilla game. So let's go check this out. First of all, before I get into the tour, this is where the settlement is located. Like I said, normally this is an unmarked location, and the closest vanilla marked location is the Roadside Pines Motel. Wow. If you have the Commonwealth Responders mod installed, the Responders bunker hideout is located just north of it, a little ways. So yeah, this is where the location is there for reference. And the Responders are going to be important in a little bit, but I'll get to that when we actually get to that part. But as you can see, here's the I've scrapped the original chain link fence and built this nice concrete wall around the entire perimeter of the power station, and got my usual turret towers that provide 80 defense at each gate, and pretty much all the other gates have these new guard posts. I recently got this barn extensions mod that adds like a whole bunch of new barn tile pieces to the game, and one of the things it adds is this prefab guard post that provides 6 defense, so your settlers won't like rotate between the guard posts, to actually stay, and it'll snap to any floor or foundation tile. So I just put these shack foundations in, snapped it to that, added some stairs and railings, and called it a day. One of the other things this mod does to this location, aside from making a marked settlement, is it added these 2 water-filled craters. This is the one. The other one's at the opposite corner of the compound. They're not quite big enough to fit a industrial water purifier in. At least I couldn't get one to fit, but I did fit 2 normal water purifiers. So I got a total of like 40 water for this settlement, which is plenty. I got one of my 3 Minutemen artillery pieces here, with one of the 3 synth guards that we have manning the artillery pieces. And this is the north gate, which leads towards the Responders bunker. And the guards missing from this guard post, they must be either hitting the slot machine or the soda fountain. So yeah. Yep, up there's our guard. You can see him heading into the yeah, they must be taking a break. What can I say? Can't get good help these days. But moving along, I decided to add these Vault-Tec reactors to this structure here because, one, they look freaking cool, plus the whole reason for, like, you know, turning this into a settlement and fortifying it and stuff by the Minutemen, the Responders, is with the objective of restoring it to full functionality and using it to power like the Commonwealth, or at least a good part of it, once, you know, things are relatively stabilized. So to that end, we've, you know, built some additional power generation capacity, and got got our 2 main Minutemen barracks over here. They're roughly identical in design, except, as you can see, mirrored along this axis. So yeah, not too super fancy. Your typical military barracks got 6 bunks with lockers for each person. got some, you know, posters and paintings on the wall, including a little bit of Brotherhood of Steel love here. I just like it. This is from Griffin Signs and Posters because it's referencing one of my favorite heavy metal bands as well. But yeah, I got you know, a little table for them to sit at, play cards, hang out, whatever, as well as a couch. And then back here we've got a bathroom with 2 stalls, 2 showers, and a sink and mirror and everything. And this barracks, like I said, is basically the same, slightly different decor and stuff. And of course, like I said, everything's on the opposite side of the wall. But otherwise, it's pretty much identical. Excuse me, Piper. Yeah, and they both also have these like little porches for people to hang out at. Got a smoke ashtray, whatever you want to call it, for them. And oh, this is our scavenger settler. And
hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
there's already synths in the base, and they're not here to spy on you. They're here to help. And as you can see, she's equipped with one of Degenerate Dak's Institute Pulse Carbines, because I recently got that mod as well. Yeah, this Brahmin randomly showed up one day, so I just put this Brahmin feeding trough, which is also from the Barn Extensions mod, but otherwise it's pretty much identical to the troughs you can get once you fully unlock the Nuka World settlement objects. So yeah, we've got a Brahmin here that showed up one day, so we've been taking care of it. This is the middle of the 3 east-facing gates, which, like I said, empties out on this access road that was here originally. And we've got our another one of our, oh, this is our one ghoul settler who showed up.
Work to do. Can't talk now.
Guarding this one. I didn't have enough height clearance to put one of my turret towers in without it getting tangled up in these power lines here. So I just put in these Covenant turret platforms along the wall and threw some heavy machine gun turrets on it and called it a day. Yeah, we've got 2 dogs, as you can see. There's a doghouse here and doghouse there, and 4 cats in the settlement. So got some cat food bowls placed around so the cats wander throughout the settlement. This was actually the first structure that I rebuilt, was this little shed here that I think was originally supposed to be like a generator shed because it had these high voltage connections on top of it. So I decided to actually turn it into a generator shed because this was the first power source that I installed in the settlement as well, this fusion generator. So this settlement has by far the most power output of any settlements at 400. The only one that comes even close, well, only 3 that come even close are Vault 88 with 250 power, Sanctuary with like 202 power because I have this mod that turns the does some stuff with the root cellar in the basement, actually makes it so that you can get 2 power off the wires that go into the root cellar. And then the castle with 200 power. But like I said, this is for like kind of lore and role playing. I don't actually need this much power for this specific settlement. But yeah, also we've got our weapon armor workbenches here, as well as chemistry station and power armor workbench, because I'm figuring on using this settlement as my primary jump off point for expeditions in the glowing sea. So I figure having a power armor repair station would be ideal. Excuse me, dog. This here is a small cabin for like one of the responders who works at the base. Yeah, a nice little house here. I didn't put that thing in the dresser, just randomly appeared, and it's got a very cramped but still full bathroom, the toilet, sink, and shower, which is why I use these sliding doors here. And this is second Minuteman artillery with another synth guard manning it. Next to these two large transformers, which are part of the power station. And as you can see, I've cleared a lot of the vegetation stuff from around the transformers and got them back up and running. And another 80 defense turret tower by the western gate. And just beyond that clump of trees in the back where my crosshairs resting on is the absolute western edge of the map. You cannot go any further that direction. But yeah, I've got the sliding metal doors for the gates here, like most of my other bases that use these concrete walls. And I've cleaned up around this transmission tower. Again, restored to operation. This is where we got most of our agricultural stuff. Settlement produces 24 food. The remaining food being produced from these mute fruit bushes next to the workshop and the scavenging station. And this is the other crater with water in it, like a little pond where I got my other two water purifiers. And there's another cat. And the third and final artillery piece, which I've actually built off of this original loading dock here. Another defense tower, and this is a watchtower to keep an eye on, like, you know, anything that might be moving out of the glowing sea and whatnot. It also serves as residence for two of the Minutemen guards. So you've got a full kitchen downstairs with fridge and everything. Got a nice bathroom. And then upstairs, got pretty good view out over, you know, everything. Especially in the directions where trouble potentially be coming from. And got this desk here with the ham radio on it, so they can call the castle and alert Radio Freedom of any, you know, troubling developments, so that, you know, Radio Freedom can put out the word to send reinforcements. And got, you know, a little bedroom here with 2 bunks, 2 lockers, and some, you know, inspirational posters and paintings and stuff. And here we've got guard post and 80 defense turret tower along the southern entrance, where I've also got a decontamination arch, because I figure, you know, this is the gate that patrols going into the glowing sea will be returning through. You know, even with the best red protection equipment, you're going to be soaking up rads out there. So, you know, you come in through the gate, activate the decontamination arch and get all decontaminated. And this guard here is apparently, some of the background chatter I can hear is any indication, probably taking a soda break. And this is the third and final eastern entrance, which is at the far end of the access road, which leads into, I guess this was originally supposed to be like a parking lot, or well, access for the loading dock here. So I decided to keep this as a entry point. And again, we've got our usual guards and everything, and another watchtower that's roughly identical to the first one, just, you know, slightly different orientation of the interior stuff. And again, it's got an excellent view out over any trouble that might be coming towards the settlement. And both these watchtowers also have 4 Covenant platforms with heavy machine gun turrets on them. And again, this one also has a desk with the ham radio and the bunks and the lockers. You can see I also got the Minutemen flag flying from the top of this one, and the Minutemen come and take it flag flying from the top of the other one. And now, last but not least, is the largest structure, which I pretty much completely rebuilt with the exception of the loading dock and a few internal structural items to, you know, completely repair it and replace the crappy rusted corrugated metal siding with nice wood siding. But this is the original warehouse that was here. I'm not sure what the purpose of it was, but it's now become the Natick Power Station Post Exchange. So, and oh yeah, thanks to the barn extensions or mod, these doors actually work, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, we've got over here, got our marketplace with a responder clinic here with a responder paramedic.
Got a dangerous look about you.
Got our
Hope you're here for
clothing
me.
merchant who's a responder, our responder junk
You gotta
merchant,
take things one day at a time.
Minutemen weapons seller, and Minutemen armor merchant. You know, got everything decorated in this
If you
little
ain't been up
shops
to
here,
Grey Garden, you should
along
go.
with a couple
Whole
unique
place is
items.
run by robots.
And these crates and pallets, both these ones and these
I can
large
patch it
ones
up
here,
if you need it. For a small fee.
they were originally here. I just used console commands to modify their position so they weren't clipping through the floor, and then added some of these responder first aid
Lost
crates
track of how
and
many
this
blisters
little
I got.
hospital bed for the clinic. Has a nice little privacy screen and everything. Got our soda machine operator and our soda machine. Little cafe area
This soda's better than
with a
Nuka
slot
Cola.
machine.
Try it. You'll see.
I win again.
Adam Katz's barkeep. Oh, one of the guards for a settlement, the one who's supposed to be at the southern guard post, is actually one of the responder volunteers who's helping out.
This is
Got our
delicious. I
Vault-Tec
just can't
population
lose.
management system terminal here for managing stuff.
You know what I call a good day? One that
Got
ends
a
without
Adam
an empty
Katz
stomach.
barber shop here, because, you know, got to have the coolest hairstyles, right? And so some soda machines. And up here we've got the Winchester Tavern restaurant and bar. Sorry about that. And since it is the Winchester, we've got to have a Winchester rifle hanging on the wall, or at least as close as we can get with this game.
Damn hungry.
And this is where the cook stove is. So this settlement has like every crafting station except the robot workbench.
Delicious.
It even has a Nuka mixer station. And then over here, I added in this public restroom. Got, you know, stall, urinal, 2 sinks, and, you know, some handy public service announcement posters.
Delicious.
And then finally, upstairs, we've got some, I've converted this from like storage into like apartments. We've got a shared bathroom for the 4 apartments up here. You know, you've got everything you need. Got a public laundry room here for the
This
entire
soda's
base.
better than Nuka Cola. Try it. You'll
And then we've got 3 single-person apartments, which are fairly cramped, but, you know, more than adequate for people who work at the post exchange. They got their personal decorations. Everybody's got their own dresser here, different styles, you know, because
see. So
like particularly
damn
military.
hungry.
Yeah, this is one of the responders rooms. Got an excellent view, even though, like I said, it's a bit cramped, but you do have amazing view with these large barn windows here. And I got one of the Minutemen in this room here.
You gotta try the slot machine.
And this is a 2-person room. Oh, hello.
Farming
How'd
is
you
as
end up
honest as
here?
honest work gets.
You're supposed to be at your cannon there, Missy. But yeah, so you got 2 dressers, some couch and bunk for 2 people, and somehow
just
the
can't easy living
bartender
this
managed to teleport upstairs.
Not a bad job, man.
Don't ask me how that happened. But yeah, that's the Natick Power Station.
If you work,
So hope you liked it, and until next time, this is DJ Bonebreaker signing off.